All right, let's get right into it. So you've built this awesome-looking Shopify store. You're even getting some traffic, which is great. But the sales, they're just not happening. It's a super common and super frustrating problem. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and find those hidden mistakes that might be quietly killing your business.
And I want to kick things off with this quote from our source material, because it's blunt, but it's true. A lot of the time, the problem isn't your product, and it's not even your marketing. It's these fundamental issues with your store itself.
So is your store on that list? Let's find out. As we go through these points, I really want you to think about your own website. This isn't just some theory. Think of it as a health checkup for your store.
You know, this feeling is just the worst. You pour all this time, all this energy, maybe even a bunch of money into getting people to your site, only for them to click away without buying a thing. It honestly feels like you're trying to fill a bucket that's full of holes.
But here's the good news. Those holes, they are totally fixable. So we're going to play doctor for a minute. We're going to run a quick diagnostic and pinpoint exactly what might be holding you back from making those sales.
So, our research points to 4 main culprits. I like to call them the silent killers, because as the store owner, you might not even notice them. But to your customers, oh, they're not silent at all. They are screamingly obvious.
First up, we've got something called app bloat. It's so tempting, right? You see a cool app and you think, ooh, I need that. But every single app, whether it's a social media feed, a fancy reviews widget, or another pop-up, it adds more code to your site. And that code can slow things down and just make for a cluttered, confusing experience.
Okay, so it's time to do an app audit. Go through every single app you have installed. Be ruthless. The question isn't, is this app kind of neat? The real question is, does this app directly help my customer make a purchase? If the answer is no, or even a maybe, it's probably time for it to go.
All right, on to killer number 2, confusing navigation. Now look, you know your store like the back of your hand. But a brand new visitor, they have no idea where anything is. If they have to hunt around for your products or try to figure out your menu, they're not going to stick around. They're just going to leave.
So here's the golden rule. It's called the 3-click rule. And here's your homework. Grab a friend or your partner, anyone who has never seen your website. Ask them to find one specific product. If they can't get to it in 3 clicks or less, you know you have some work to do simplifying your site's layout.
Okay, number 3 is huge, and it's all about trust. People are naturally skeptical when they're shopping online, as they should be. Before they're willing to type in their credit card numbers, they need to feel like your store is a legit, safe place to shop. And this is about more than just a pretty design. We're talking about clear return policies, real customer reviews, things that show you're trustworthy. So try to see your store through your customer's eyes. Go to your homepage right now. What's the first thing you see that tells you, hey, this is a real business and you can trust us? Is your contact info easy to find? Are your shipping policies clear? Do you have security badges? Even a simple About Us page with your story can make a world of difference.
And finally, we have the killer that can ruin everything before it even starts: speed. In today's world, patience is 0. Nobody's going to sit around and wait for your giant images or bloated apps to load. This is especially true on a phone. They'll just hit the back button and go buy from your competitor who has a faster site. Simple as that.
3 seconds. That's the magic number. That's your benchmark. You can use a free tool like Google PageSpeed Insights to test your store. If you're loading in over 3 seconds, then your number 1 job becomes fixing that, whether it's optimizing images or deleting those extra apps we just talked about. So we've covered the 4 big issues that can mess up your store from the inside. But what about when you try to bring people in from the outside, say with advertising? Well, that brings us to what might be the most important rule of all. This right here, this slide, explains everything perfectly. Sending paid traffic to a store that has any of those 4 problems we just discussed, it's like lighting your money on fire. You're paying for clicks that have almost no chance of turning into a sale. But when you send that same traffic to a fast, trustworthy, easy-to-use store, that's when your ad money becomes a real investment that gets you a great return and happy customers. The golden rule is simple. Fix the store first.
Okay, so to make all of this super simple and actionable for you, let's just reframe everything we've talked about into a clear checklist you can use before you launch or before you run your next ad campaign. And here it is, just 4 simple steps. Number 1, audit those apps. Number 2, test your navigation with the 3-click rule. 3, load up your site with trust signals. And 4, get that load time under 3 seconds. This right here is the foundation for a store that actually makes money.
And that really is the main takeaway. Whether you're about to hit publish on a brand new store or you're about to launch a big ad campaign, run through this list first. I promise you it will be the most valuable 5 minutes you spend.
So, I'll leave you with this one last question, and I want you to be really honest with yourself. After hearing all this, which one of these silent killers is lurking on your site right now, just waiting to scare off your next potential customer? Find it, fix it, and then get ready to watch your sales climb.